Ange, talk us through it.
Yeah, really happy with the lads today. I thought the performance was outstanding, as good as you could possibly be. Thought we were really disciplined, organised defensively, and created plenty of opportunities. We're calm on the ball. I don't think the scoreline reflects our dominance, but we put ourselves in a good position come second leg.
Can I pick your brains on team selection tonight? Really interesting lineup, a few changes in there. What were you trying to do in terms of midfield and the forward line in particular?
Well, obviously losing Lucas was a massive blow yesterday, but I just felt with the balance of the team and the way they play, having Biss in there was going to be really important for us. And I thought him and Roger were outstanding at just really maintaining our shape and our composure with and without the ball, not allowing them to sort of get any momentum in the game. And with Richie, I just thought, as he showed in the first goal, I thought he could be a real handful for them with balls coming into the box. I knew in the last sort of the 90 minutes playing in that position, because it takes some more demand on you, and sort of made the change at half-time, but I thought he was really good in the first half for us. Yeah,
tell us a little bit about that start. I mean, you couldn't really have asked for much more.
No, I think, and to be fair, I think the crowd played their part from the moment we walked out. You sensed the energy in the stadium, and that sort of drove the boys along, and it was a brilliant start for us. It was a great ball in, and again, Richie in the box is always, he's always a handful for oppositions, and Bren's always in the right position. He consistently puts himself in an area where he can score goals, and it was a good goal, and I thought we grew from that.
A couple of things, Ange. I've got to ask you about Dom's penalty, because we just said he was so cool out in Frankfurt, but he sort of took it to another level tonight, considering what's at stake. Yeah,
and it's a credit to him. It's it says everything about him. He's not phased. He's got real clear focus about what he wants to do, and it was an important penalty, particularly when you see they scored late, and that third goal sort of gives us the extra buffer we need. But it's beyond that. His work rate is phenomenal. He just works so hard for the team, sometimes selflessly, sometimes with very little reward. So, for him to get a goal is just, just a credit for all the work he does for us.
And the follow-up to that, is he okay? Because obviously he came off, didn't he? Matters as well.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I think both of them just sort of felt something niggly. Made sense to take them off and sort of protect them a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously now looking to the second leg, a 2-goal advantage. I think we all know how good they are at home. Obviously your preparation is going to be spot on in terms of making sure the players know what to do, but their mentality is going to be vitally important next week.
Yeah, but to be fair to the lads, throughout the European sort of campaign they've done that. I mean, Frankfurt away was a tough, they've got just as imposing home record there, and we had to go there and win, so I think the lads have grown throughout this European campaign. Every challenge we've had, even when we played AZ here, we'd lost away from home, and it can easily get edgy and nervy, but the boys held their nerve. I think they've handled the sort of European campaign really well. We know it's going to be tough there, but we'll prepare well for it and be ready.
Just one more on Madders, Ange. In the last few weeks, and you'll probably say since he's been here, but particularly last few weeks, he's really shown his leadership qualities, both on and off the pitch. I mean, obviously with what he had to say at his press conference, for instance, but he's really sort of stepped up to the plate, hasn't
he? Yeah, he has. Both, like I said, on and off the field. I think him and Romero have been really important for us through this period, and again, I think their experience tonight was hugely important. And look, I guess for us now, it's in a strong position, which is what we wanted to be at the end of the first leg, but it's only half time. We've got to go there now and get the job done.
Just a couple of final ones, Ange. How impressed were you with the team's patience tonight? Because the atmosphere obviously creates that incredible energy that you need, but at times it felt like, particularly Rodrigo, just knew when to just slow things down and calm things down a little.
Yeah, it was important tonight, because they are a team that like to sort of play at a certain tempo, and if they almost turn it into a transition game, and if you allow that to happen, that's really their strength. So, the boys knew tonight we had to take the heat out of the game at different times, and I think both him and Rodrigo and Biss, at the right time, sort of just made sure we got good control of the ball. We didn't want to give it away cheaply, and it didn't stop us from being threatening. We still created enough chances to sort of win the game convincingly.